The kick was supposed to end her silence. Instead, it awakened a storm. He never expected what came next. Her name was Lily. A girl whose world had been shrinking, one step at a time. A student who tried every day to move forward in a place that reminded her how different she was. But this story did not start with violence, even if it led there. It started with a girl who wanted to fit in. A hallway of teenagers who looked away. And one boy who believed power came from cruelty. The tension had been building for months. The stares. The jokes. The wheelchair bumped from behind. Every small moment stacking into something dangerous, something inevitable. Kyle always walked tall, his varsity jacket like a neon sign of entitlement. She crossed paths with him every day. She never looked for conflict. Yet conflict always found her. On that afternoon, the hallway wasn't supposed to become a battlefield. Students moved from class to class, laughter and footsteps echoing off lockers. Lily tried to guide her wheelchair along quiet routes, avoiding crowds that pushed and shoved without noticing her. But the elevator was broken again, forcing her through a part of the school few used anymore. She didn't know she was walking into an ambush. Kyle stepped out first. Two of his friends flanked him. He didn't shout. He didn't threaten. He only smirked. Then hands grabbed her. Fingers like clamps. The wheelchair shoved away so she fell hard, legs crumpling beneath her. Rough rope twisted around her wrists before she could scream. A blade flashed. It pressed against her skin, dragging a burning line across her cheek. Pain shot down her spine. She gasped. They laughed. Then they left her on the cold floor. Power proven. Message sent. But something inside Kyle refused to feel satisfied. He needed the final strike. He needed her to look afraid of him. So he returned. His sneakers slammed into her face. The sound rang out like a gunshot. The hallway froze. A book dropped and thudded against the ground. Eyes widened. Nobody stepped forward. Lily's breath shook. Her head hit the locker. Blood dripped. She stared up at him, terrified. Yet behind the terror was something dangerous. A spark. She hated giving him that satisfaction, but she refused to disappear. Kyle leaned close. "No one is coming for you," he whispered. He was wrong. A rumble crept through the walls. It started as a tremor. A vibration under the floor. Students glanced around, confused. The noise swelled. Louder. Angrier. An army of engines. A sound that belonged nowhere near a school. Kyle's confidence split. He took a step back. The roar stopped. Double doors at the end of the hall burst open. A wave of bikers marched in. Leather vests. Heavy boots. Faces hardened by weather, age, and battles of another kind. 40 strong. They moved with chilling certainty. The hallway parted around them. Kyle's friends vanished into the crowd. His power dissolved. A biker with silver hair and eyes cold as winter stepped forward. He studied Lily. The blood. The rope. The horror. Then he turned to Kyle. 2 steps. The floor seemed to buckle under the weight of his rage. His voice cut through the hall. Quiet. Razor sharp. "Did you do this?" Kyle's mouth opened. Nothing came out. A giant biker knelt next to Lily, slicing the ropes with a swift motion. His touch was gentle when he lifted her, helping her stand even though her legs could barely hold weight. "It's okay, Lily girl. We're here," he murmured, voice deep but kind. "Uncle Bear's got you." She looked up, stunned. Her mind raced. Uncle? She never knew these men. The silver-haired leader didn't break eye contact with Kyle. My name is Jax, he said. That's my niece. Shock rippled through the students. Some whispered. Some stared at Lily with new understanding. She had hidden her pain. She had hidden her family. Jax continued. Her mother chose a calmer life. We respected that. We watched from a distance. Sent money. Helped where we could. And we made one promise. He leaned closer. Kyle trembled. If anyone touched them, we would stop at nothing to protect them. He paused. Her brother sent us a message 10 minutes ago. One word. Help. Kyle's face went white. You have 9 seconds to explain why you thought hurting her was your right. There was no explanation. Kyle collapsed into sobs. His cruelty was gone. All that remained was a boy exposed. Jack stared at him with disgust. Revenge hovered in the air like a held breath. But instead of violence, he motioned toward Lily's wheelchair. It was brought forward. She was placed back inside, safe between arms sworn to defend her. Jax called out to the crowd. Principal. A nervous man stepped forward. His authority looked flimsy in front of this reality. You failed her, Jax said. You failed every student too scared to speak up. Fix it. Expel him. Charge him. The principal nodded, unable to speak. The bikers surrounded Lily like a shield. Every student watched as they escorted her out. A reminder that someone cared. Someone always cared. Engines ignited. The sound rose again. Not fear now. Freedom. Northwood High was left in stunned silence. Kyle was expelled. Charged. Ordered to do community service in a rehabilitation center, where he would face the humanity he had mocked. He would lift wheelchairs instead of kicking them. Lily didn't return to school. She studied from home, surrounded by people who rode miles to check on her. She started drawing again. Lines no longer shaky. Colors no longer dark. She discovered art therapy. She wanted to help others heal. Her scar never faded. She didn't want it to. It reminded her she survived. It reminded others she refused to break. Students whispered about what they witnessed. Some called it the day justice rode on 2 wheels. Videos circulated. News outlets speculated. Reactions poured in. She's the strongest person I've ever met, one student said, unconfirmed. Another posted online, if those bikers hadn't shown up, nobody would have done anything. We froze. Lily read some comments. She cried. Because for the first time, people saw her. Years passed. Her story stayed alive. People still asked how 40 bikers reached a school faster than anyone else. Jax answered once. She called. We listened. Her world grew again. Not defined by disability. Defined by community. By courage. By the family she never expected. And when she visited a school to talk about bullying and resilience, she arrived with the thunder of engines behind her. The steel ghosts waited outside. Always close. Always watching. Some stories change a person. This one changed a whole town. Lily found light where she once saw darkness. She learned strength doesn't come from fists or fear. It comes from defiance. From asking for help. From knowing you are not alone. The hallway where she fell no longer haunts her. It reminds her of the moment she rose. She is still drawing. Still helping others through their pain. And if someone tries to hurt her again, they'll hear the engines before they see the consequences. Thank you for being here. Share Lily's story. Tell others what you witnessed today. Justice arrives in many forms. Sometimes it wears a leather vest and rides beneath a sister's silent cry.